So I think on a macro level, in terms of the neighborhood, having another artist-owned building within this super hot real estate market is very important to maintain the long-term artistic presence within this neighborhood. We've got young people that are too often disconnected from the kind of economic center and the cultural center of the city. Yep. So by having a space that we can put young people in the center of that conversation and welcome adults into our space to experience it, we think we can be a real bridge between those two communities. Everything pretty much open within this studio. It's all open, both for daylighting, for access, for communication. So I think we're going to try to keep that same kind of philosophy going forward. When we were designing the space back in 2002, the concept of sustainable construction was really a new one. Mm-hmm. Nobody was asking questions about what's the smartest way to build, what's the most environmentally efficient way to build. And I think we're really at the vanguard of asking a lot of questions and building in a really natural building that can respond to the climate. I think now, 14 years later, fortunately the building codes have caught up. People are asking the right questions. You know, in Boston, where they require any building of 50,000 square feet to achieve the equivalent of LEED Silver, it's fantastic. I think a lot of things that might not be working with the existing building 14 years later are really byproducts of our success as an organization. A big part of it was we were not aware of how many young people we were going to serve, how busy our studios were going to be, just kind of the thermal mass of double the amount of kids that we originally envisioned. And that's really put a stress on some of our natural ventilation strategies. Yep. And I think the other thing, that building was designed based on climate data from the 60s up through, I think, 1992 or something there. And we've just had very different climates in Boston than we did 50 years ago. So I think within the new space, we've been able to boost some of our natural ventilation strategies. We've been able to put in some automation to kind of make us more reactive to changes outside of our walls, which I think is really going to help. Back in 1994, when the organization moved here, it was a very different area, and the ability to get a lot of square feet at a very low cost was very attractive. So that was a big driver, just a lot of space cheap within an artist community. And then as time went on, it became a very attractive location to us because we're close to downtown. So people in the central business district can still come here for meetings with kids, events, work. We're close by to everything. We've got great access from 93, Turnpike, everything here, which is great. The other good thing is because we're not exactly in a neighborhood, we can draw kids from all different parts of the city into one center. So we can really speak for the entirety of the city rather than if we were just located in the center of South Boston or Roxbury or Rosendale. We can get a wider variety. So when that State Street building and parking garage came online with the park, I think that really solidified the growth of this neighborhood. And now we've got, Red Hat has moved into our actual old location on A Street. We've got GE moving in shortly. It's really changed tremendously here. We're thrilled. We still have manufacturing. We've got Gillette manufacturing razor blades for the entire Western Hemisphere, right across the street from us. We've got a bunch of new residential coming online up West 2nd Street, B Street, that whole corridor, and then new commercial spaces down here. We'll just kind of see how it all shakes out, but we're just glad to be in the center of all this activity. Calling it the epicenter, I think, was a good name, and then bringing in all these different communities into this space where they can interact with our young people as thought leaders for the neighborhood is really important. We want to create a space where everyone feels comfortable. So often, I think in our city, you have different locations where different groups can feel comfortable, and other people coming into those spaces feel like outsiders. We want to kind of create that middle ground where everyone can come in together, experience through creativity and art a feeling of belonging. And then we think through that feeling, we can get some really new understanding, new ideas, and new relationships.